Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
Good, good. Yourself?
Good. How was traffic?
No traffic. A little smooth.
Yeah. Do you stay around here?
Yeah, I'm pretty close by. Yeah, I'm pretty close by. Probably like a good 10-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And are you from here? Are you from San Bernardino?
No, no. I'm from out in San Gabriel Valley, LA County. I'm from Monrovia, born and raised.
Yeah, I noticed. Cause on your Instagram it says 626.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm from out
But
that
you
way.
live over here now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. And how long have you been doing music for?
It's been about, I want to say, like 3 years already. 3 years that I actually been doing it. All the other times that I've been around, I was just always on the hustle, touring. That was pretty much it, you know. And I was just like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna try it out. You know, I see everybody else doing it, so I just tried it out and hit the studio, and I've been starting ever since.
And what inspired you to start, or how did you get inspiration for your first song? How did that come about?
Shit, my first song that I wrote, it was Cali's Active. Um, that one right there that took off for me. You know, that was I want to say that was my second video I shot for, but I was following. You know, I started following a lot of people, and I actually started getting my beats from Sugar Free's producer. You know, I was following him. I started getting beats from him, and you know, like I said, one of the songs that I started writing to. I was actually on the road. I was with the homie Lil G. We're on our way to I want to say it was Flagstaff, Arizona, and we're on our way over there. So I just started writing, and I fucking wrote to it. I wrote to the beat, and I rapped it to him, and he was like, "Hey, just hit the studio, bro, and just try it out."
Little G told you?
Yeah. Lil G told me, he was just like, hit the studio, try it out, and to see how you like it. And that was the first thing I did. You know, he was like, I'll hit up the homie and I'll book the studio time for you and just try it out. So once we got back from Arizona and all that, that was the first thing I did. Fucking hit the studio, tried it out. I was learning how the producer, moves things around. So it was a good experience, and like I said, I wrote it, I ended up recording it, I did good, and that's when I was like, you know what, like, I don't know what else to, like, write, or, like, for, like, a second verse, like, I'm just gonna get, some homies on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I ended up, there's a few homies that I knew, and, I met everybody I did music with, I met them through the streets. I met them through the streets. It was, all about, I was just thinking about gang banging and all that. And I met the homie Tams from Mira Loma, and I started rolling with him for a while. Started meeting other homies and shit, and I met another homie from East Arriba, Little Sicko, and I met a few people from out here in San Bernardino also, from Little G, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get these two homies. I'm gonna get them on there. They're, Mira Loma, East Arriba, and then I told the homie, my homeboy Tunes from Southside Verdugo Flats. He's been doing music for a while too. I believe like around the same time as Little G, and he was always in and out of jail. You know what I mean? Keep coming in and out of the county, the pen. And I told him, I got him on a good time. I was like, man, if I don't get this fool, like, he's gonna go right back in. So I hit him up, and he was like, yeah, I'm down. And this fool showed up. All four of us, we just knocked it out. And I want to say probably like not even a month. Fucking we ended up shooting a video.
Okay, and what was your upbringing like? Were you always around like gangster?
Oh yeah, my whole family's gang affiliated. I got family from Asusa, I got family from La Puente, and majority of my family, our group, we started in Monrovia. I've been having family from Monrovia for years. So it's just generation to generation.
Right. And how did you meet Little G?
I want to say I met him. I was probably like 14. I believe. It was actually my third time moving out here to San Bernardino, and I came out here, and that's I seen when he was like doing music, and like I said, I got rest in peace. You know, I got my homeboy Boo Boo. You know, him and one of the homeboys, they started a little group called Monrovia Records, and I had up my homeboy. You know, I had up my homeboy Madman, and I asked him about Lil G, and he was like, yeah, he's a good homie. You know, I met him a few times. You know, we went on tour and all that. So I was like, fuck it. You know, I hit up Lil G, you know what I mean? I was like, hey, you know what I mean? I want to hustle. I'm trying to get into the music. And a few weeks later goes by, you know, he didn't hit me back up, so I hit him again. And I was like, fuck, this was being cocky, man. Like, motherfucker doesn't want to hit me back up or nothing, you know what I mean? So I was like, I hit him up again. I was like, hey, what's up, my boy? Like, you know, I want to hustle, though. I want to get into it, or you know, I want to see how it is. And last he was like, all right, then, hit me back up, and I think we went to like Paris. I made some good money. You know what I mean? He showed me how to like, you know, hustle the CDs or whatever. And at that time, he was just hustling nothing but CDs. He didn't even have his clothing brand or nothing. You know, he was just pushing CDs. He had just got his van. He wrapped it up and everything. And that's how I met him. Ever since then,
that's crazy. Now he calls you his best friend, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's cool. And so how long have you guys known each other for?
Oh, shit. I want to say...
I'm all getting your age without asking your age.
Like 11 or 12 years?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how has it been being a part of Diffrent Stilo?
It's been cool. It's been good. You know, the whole group movement, I want to say it started, honestly, it started, you know, we had another homie, we call him, his name's Sonic, you know, and he raps too, and just one day, he had his own little studio in the garage, so like, shit you not, like, that, I don't know, we went over there that day, and he was like, yeah, come through, get, you know, like, we'll bump some beats and shit, you know, see what's up, and fucking, we'll grub, whatever, so we're right there, and we're grubbing, we're getting high, just bumping beats, and next thing you know, fucking, we started like just freestyling, fucking around, and that's at last, like, fucking the homie Sonic was, he rapped a hook, and G was like, hey, like, you know, like, hey, that's a badass hook, and ever since then, like, fucking G just told him, like, hey, just, you know, let's keep that hook, let's fucking record a song. Next thing you know, like, we fucking started writing a song and all that, and me and Sonic, we were talking about like, oh, like we should do like a Stilo Boys, you know, something like that, you know, and we started talking to G like, hey, you should do like a group thing, bro, you know what I mean, or like have our own little group, you know, just the three of us, you know. I mean, you already have your clothing line, you know, Diffrent Stilo, you know, and at last, that's when G was just like, fuck it. After that video took off. Like, we shot it. That video, it fucking took off. I think it was like a mil something. And it was on Lion Beast. And G fucked up. He ended up putting like on another YouTube channel, so they flagged it. You know what I mean? You can't have like both videos, different channels, you know? And yeah, they flagged it, took it down, and ever since then, she was just like, fuck it, you know, we'll start our own little group thing, and
yeah.
Later on, that's when he did that Diffrent Stilo roll call, the first one. He started getting a lot of people, and he just wanted to see, like, who would be serious, you know? Who would be serious to be a part of the group and all that. But, yeah, that's how it all started. We were fucking just chilling in the garage, fucking just bumping beats and shit.
And how do you feel, how does that make you feel, like, from where you started to what you're doing now?
Shit, it feels good, honestly. I mean, man, like I said, I want to say it's been 3 years that I actually took it serious, you know what I mean? Because before that, like, we had did that song. It's called "Take Your Bitch." We did that song, and then that was my first song I ever jumped on. We did that song, and after that, that's when I was like, "Fuck it," you know what I mean? I'm gonna write, see what I could do, and try to start get my first album. So like, from then to like being like a whole year and a half in the studio, you know, trying to like make my first album, you know. I mean, I was struggling, you know. I didn't know what 8 bars was. I didn't know what fucking, you know, all the shit that, you know, the terms and everything, you know. And the one that actually showed me how to write was the homie Joe, the producer. You know, I asked him, I was like, "Hey man, like, I want you to show me how to write it. How do I bar it up? You know what I mean?" And he showed me, and I started like getting more of the rhythm. You know, like, okay, like this is where I should pause as I get ready to, you know, fucking go back in and lay it all out.
Yeah.
And you know, the homie Joe, he's been doing this shit since, I think he said since the 80s. You know, and he had a lot of people in his studio. You know, Brentwood, and all the Chicano rappers.
San Bernardino or?
He's out in Riverside, you know,
Okay.
but everybody that Chicano rap that fucking started, everybody been to that studio. Everybody was going to him. You know, he was like the main guy for everybody, you know, and everybody started there, you know. So him, like, you know, like, I started doing. He's the only studio I ever recorded at, you know, like for my personal music, you know. And like I said, you know, he helped me out with barring it up and everything, you know. And after years going by, you know, I kind of like was stopping and getting back into it, stopping. And last I told him, I was like, "Hey, for like my second album, bro, like real shit, I want you to tell me if I fucking suck ass, like tell me I could do better, you know what I mean? Like, and we'll pause and I'll fucking rewrite the song, whatever, you know what I mean?"
Yeah, you trust him.
Yeah, I trusted him so, like, I trusted him a lot, and I told him, and he just looked at me. I said, "Yeah," because I told him, I said, "How do I know? I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't give a fuck about anybody's music, you know? Like, you're getting paid to do your shit. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter this fool fucking, you know."
Yeah, what you're doing.
Yeah, well, you know, your job is just to, you know, fucking make it sound good, and that's it. And we just like became friends, and I told him, I was like, you know, just do me that favor. And he's like another person that like inspired, like he really like motivated me, you know. So I feel like all my new music that I have, and some I already dropped, but some I haven't, like, wow, that shit sounds way better than my first album, you know. And so I go to him for everything, you know, and especially one of my other homeboys. You know, I got two more, the homie Spree, you know what I mean? Just the other day I wrote a song, and I fucking told him, I was like, "Hey, fool, like, what do you think?" And he was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro, like, you know, you fucking got way better. You know, you're good, you're more with the rhyming, the rhythm and everything, like, you bar your shit up like how it's supposed to be." And I call him the Mexican Slim Shady, honestly. That motherfucker, like, he could rap. You know what I mean? And he's dope. He's dope. If, you know, he's one of those that, like, he wants to take music serious, but then he's like, "Nah, I don't give a fuck." You know what I mean? Like, kind of like me, but like me, I like to do it for fun. He does too. But like, I feel like if he really pushed himself, like, he'll fucking be out there. He'll be out there.
And what are like some of the artists that you listened to before you started rapping? Or
Like usual, you know, all the old school West Coast rappers, you know, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Exhibit. Exhibit was like he's one of my favorite rappers. You know what I mean? Like, if I had the opportunity to work with him, like, fuck, like, I'll be one happy motherfucker. Like, he's one rapper that I always want to work with. You know.
What about rappers in San Bernardino, coming up in San Bernardino?
Well,
that you would want to work with, or that you already worked with?
Well, honestly, the only rapper I ever worked was well, you know, that's a lie. I worked with 3 rappers already. The homeboy Dope Boy 99, and the homie Age from Verdugo Counts, and my homeboy Little G. You know. But
are you in touch with like the San Bernardino upcoming artists?
Oh yeah.
Or do you stick more to San Fernando Valley or San Gabriel Valley?
Now there's a few rappers that I do talk to. You know what I mean? And I tell everybody like, you know, I'll work with anybody. You know the homie H like, it's crazy because when I first moved out to San Bernardino, I was back and forth, and you know the time I came back again is like when I finally like, oh the fuck it, I'm gonna stay out here. You know, um, I started going to school with everybody. Nobody didn't like me. You know what I mean? I feel like at that time it was still like the whole IE LA thing. You know, and fuck, I was going at it with a lot of people, you know, from San Bernardino. Nobody didn't like me, you know. I was that one fucking outsider that was there. And they're like, hey, you know what I mean, like, you know. So I started getting into it with people from East Side Verdugo, some from West Side, you know, from different cliques, and I met my one of my homeboys. Um, I met my homeboy Ace from 7th Street. And me and him, like, we just clicked, you know what I mean? Like, we had, like, that good homie bond, and me and that fool, like, we start putting in work, you know what I mean? Like, we were putting in work together, you know? Like, that fool was banging his side, I was banging my side. We're fucking we got kicked out of school, you know what I mean? And we were, you know, I met my other homeboy, too, Cusco, his brother's H, you know, that he hit me up, and he was like, hey, you know, my brother's gonna get into music. You know, how much would you charge my brother? And, you know, after the years go by, like, you know, ESPN, I told him, I was like, hey, bro, like, I ain't charging. Like, I ain't nobody. I ain't no fucking, like, I'm still a regular person, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna charge you. And you know what? There was a topic I heard, too, a lot of rappers, you know, like, hey, like, you gotta take your music as your business, too, you know what I mean? And I get that. I agree. But for me, like, I'm a nobody, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna charge, you know? And I told him, I was like, hey, book the studio time and I'll be there, you know what I mean? Just shoot me the beat, I'll write to it. You know, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? We'll do something. And I believe the song's called West Side Shit, you know? And I did that song with him, we did a video, shot it out here in San Bernardino. And yeah. And like I said, there's more rappers I'll work with, you know? I don't care, you know? You know, I don't dislike nobody besides my enemies. That's it. But other than that, like, I'm down to work with anybody. You know.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Do you think that you'll continue to make music? I know you said it's like for fun.
You know what? If I take off, with my music, I'll continue to do my music. You know. I mean, shit. You know, nobody doesn't get an opportunity. You know. And whoever does is blowing up, you know what I mean? They got blessed with that, you know? And of course they rap good or whatever, you know? So whoever, you know, if I blew up, like, yeah, I'll take it serious. I'll take it more serious. And you know what? I know I was doing good for a while with my music because every video I was dropping, every video I started dropping, I was getting 100K, 200K. Like a 300K. My biggest hit that I did was Southside Roll Call. You know, that shit hit 600K. You know what I mean? And that hit less than fucking like 4 or 5 months.
Right.
You know, so after that, that's when I was like, you know what? Like, my name's fucking doing good. Like, all right, I gotta drop another one. And after that, you know, I started recording more and more. I want to say like in 3 months, I got probably like I want to say a good like 2, almost 3 albums. You know, I just had nothing but music that I just kept recording and recording, and you know, I fucking kind of like lost track of it, you know. And after that, I was like, all right, you know, I'm gonna shoot another video, and that other video I was supposed to do was with my homeboy Stomper from Pico Nuevo, rest in peace. We were supposed to shoot a video, and we didn't get a chance to because he had gotten sick and he passed away. But you know, after that, you know, I was on my next one. But like I said, I started doing a video again, and I was gonna drop it, and that's when I got sick. I got sick from COVID, it took me out for a while.
Yeah,
but
COVID did stop a lot of things, right? Slowed a lot
oh,
of things.
yeah, most definitely. Cause
Did it affect you guys also?
uh, nah, you know what? Like even when they started saying like people could go out and all that, like I just I feel like that's when I started hitting the music hard. You know what I mean? I didn't care. Like, I was like, fuck it. So I started smashing on the studio and, like I said, making videos and all that. And I was like I said, I was doing really good, really good.
And what are some of the things that stop you from being in the studio or consistently dropping music or making videos?
Honestly, it was the COVID. Like I got real sick. I was in the hospital for a while, and I didn't want to be around nobody. You know what I mean? I was just like, I'm good. Like I don't want to be in the studio. Like anybody could get sick. I'm straight. Because at first I was just taking it like, nah, I ain't gonna get sick. Shit's all bullshit. But I mean, once it happens to you, then you believe it.
Right.
But after that, I'm gonna come back strong. You know what I mean? Like I said, tomorrow, I was telling one of the homies that tomorrow I'm gonna hit the studio. I'm gonna go in there and start putting all my shit together. And just start smashing again. Just start smashing and get back to it.
I just feel like you have to decide like you're gonna take it serious and do it, or if it's just for fun and wait on going viral, like working on your craft and perfecting your craft and taking it more serious, like you already know that you are a star.
Honestly, I always tell myself I'm not gonna take it serious. But then I gotta tell myself too, like, if I ain't taking it so serious, why am I investing in putting my time with other rappers and all that too?
Yeah.
And
that's why we have you here, because we see you, on YouTube, and you have a lot of views. And
yeah, and
your last song, I'm So Fly.
yeah, I dropped that.
It did really well.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? That video is a year old. Like I did that video was it's old, and I barely dropped it just a few months ago because like I said, of COVID, I got sick and started financial needs and all that. Like it took me out for a while, and that video was been done. I remember the homie Boldachi was in town. Hey, fool, like, we need to drop it. That what the fuck was going on? And that's when at last he found out I was sick and all that. So fucking I just put a pause on everything.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna take a quick break.